Hi guys, embargo will be a Sunday embargo today, so 10:30 on Saturday evening please. Usual microphones, show of hands for them please. And if you could give your name and organisation for the question.
Pep, good afternoon, Ben from Sky. Vincent Kompany's wonder strike kicked us off this week, and we've since seen fantastic comebacks in the Champions League from Liverpool and Tottenham. People are calling it the most entertaining week of football we've perhaps ever seen. I wonder what your thoughts were on the week of football.
Yeah, that's right. It was incredible, good semi-finals, quarterfinals, semi-final Champions League, and of course for us, our important win against Leicester. That's true.
What does it say about the Premier League that all four teams in the two European finals are from this division?
Wow, for English football is incredible good. So I think it's semi-finals, the World Cup, under-20 champion, under-17 champion, four teams, two in the final Champions League, Europa League. Big congratulations, all of them. So it's good for our football.
You know what you've got to do this weekend. You've got David Silva, Vincent Kompany and Sergio Aguero, three players that played in 2012 when the title went to the last day. Aguero's obviously famous goal. How much can they help the team this week with what you've got to face?
Well, the experience is important, but it's only one, so it's far away. That is, I think, the most incredible moment on this history club is when Sergio scored a goal, and of course, important players, but everybody has to make his contribute for the last game in the Premier League.
Hi Pep, Ian Irvin from Premier League Productions. How important is the first goal for you in Liverpool this weekend? Because obviously the dynamic will change in-game as to who's top, who's second, depending on who's winning, who's drawing, who's losing.
Honestly, I don't know. Would be nice, score goals and quicker, but that is not going to happen. So we analysed this week Brighton and know how well we defend. Tottenham won in the last minutes when a fantastic goal from Eriksen, and last game drawing in Emirates when yesterday 1-2-4 in Valencia, where it's not easy. So I know how always was difficult in the FA Cup when they play here. But it's just focus in the game we have to play. That is the most important thing in these kind of games. Always heads up and see what we have to do to beat them.
On that theme, will you even follow the Liverpool game? Will you even want to know what the result is as the minutes go by?
Honestly, so it's better to focus what we have to do. So if we win, we don't have to look anything else. So why you should be distracted in other situations? We have to win the games. And Liverpool, if you want to win, he has to win too. So and both games will be difficult.
Simon Stone, BBC. Brighton, over the last few weeks, have been playing quite defensively because they've been trying to get points to stay up. Do you think because they're playing at home, because they've played the way they have, they will be more open now because they have not survival to pay for?
I don't know. We talk about the two options. If they play like the way they played the last time, will be so defensively, with using the set pieces, using the long balls to Murray, doing the counter-attack with Knockaert, with March, with the other quality players. They build up with the two central defenders, Stephens. They are so good. But maybe at home, the last game, they decide to go more forward. So really, I don't know. We talk about, and we can expect how we handle both situations.
And have you got any more clarity on Kevin De Bruyne and whether he'll be?
He trained the last 2 days with us.
So
part of the training session, part of the training. Tomorrow we're going to last training.
So he could be involved in something?
He could.
Hi Pep, Andy Hampson from the Press Association. And on Fernandinho, how is he now?
No, it's not able.
Is he likely to be available for the FA Cup final, or is his season over?
We'll see.
Hi Pep, Neil Ashton from The Sun. How important is it to you to defend the title, to win it on Sunday again? And what will it say if you do achieve that target? What will it say about this football club, the attitude of the players and the demands that you make of them?
Well, first of all, it's a dream to be here. I didn't expect a month ago when we were 7 points against this Liverpool, being in the position that we are now. I didn't expect it. That's why it's a dream come true. And we show many things. Of course, now it's not the moment to say how good we have done. We have the chance to be champion if we win our game, and that we have to do. About that, if make back-to-back and that, okay. So we want to be as a big champion. If it's happened, it would be nice, but nothing is going to change too much. So the fact we have done incredible well all season in all competitions, and that we have the last 2 games for 2 titles, 2 finals, and we're going to play well, strong mentally, knowing that will be tough, will be difficult, we'll have a big problems, and how we're going to react in these bad moments to try to make a good game. First of all, focus in the game, how we want to play, not focus too much in if the game is going bad, going problems, and just be calm and always thinking and doing what you have to do. And you have to become crazy. It's going to happen the last 5, 10, 15 minutes. But before that, you have to have a plan, follow the plan to win the game, what we have done all the season.
Hola, Pep Enriquez, Catalunya Ràdio. This Sunday, Bruno Salto, the captain of Brighton, has just announced that it will be his last game. He retires. I just want to know your thoughts about this player. You know this player, and he is Catalan as well.
Yeah, Bruno played in Almeria when we were in Barcelona. We were linking him to come there. At the end, it didn't happen, and making an incredible career here in England. He's 38 or 39 years old, but he's incredible professional. He's fit, and when he decides to retire, but he feels that this is the moment. So hopefully we can make a good game tomorrow for his last game at home. And after the game, I'm going to congratulate him from his incredible career.
Pep, Oliver Kay from The Times. You've won 7 league titles in 3 different countries, but I think only once, am I right in saying only once have you gone to the final day in a title race?
Because we were good enough before.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Does it? No, it's undoubtedly true. Is it a different pressure psychologically for players when they do this?
Yeah, when we win 5 games before, it's easier, but at the same time, it's so nice. So it's a privilege. What I said before. So for me, a month ago was I wouldn't say not expected, because always it was expected. We have not fight like we fought. So, but we are in this position because we won a lot of games in the last part of the 30 games in a row. We have to win 2 more, 1 more in the Premier League, and that is what we have to do. So I saw the team relax, training good, smile a lot. So completely focused in the training session when we spoke in the meetings on the pitch, and it's a game now. Everything can happen. It's more pressure because one mistake for our side, one incredible performance for the opposite side, one mistake for the referees on us or against us, or can decide the title. So there's no another chance. That's why we have to be more precise, more good in all the aspects we are working with these last 3 years, and to be better and try to win the game.
And can you remember how that game went against Valladolid?
Valladolid, 3-0 in Madrid, because he knows that in the halftime was anything 2 or 3-0 in the halftime, 2-0 I think so. Like what they draw in Malaga, if you would have need to win the title, would have win. But I remember perfectly that game. Yeah.
Hi Pep, James from The Standard. Obviously it's been fantastic for City these past 2 seasons. The consistency, 195 points, is incredible. But how important is it to you this season to make sure that you do have the Premier League title to show for that, especially given what Liverpool, Tottenham are doing in the Champions League? A side as good as you are, you don't want to be the forgotten team.
Oh, everybody, that it's normal. So I said before, it's going to change my opinion about what we have done. But of course, give credit, more credit is you have to win. So we saw in the Champions League. So won once, but when you are out, everybody destroyed the team, destroyed the manager, destroyed the clubs. So doing incredible, doing well. So we know in the life in which world we live, and I know we'll be judged if we Jimmy Carter. You have to win, yeah, of course. So, but the same. So going to Brighton, travel tomorrow to Brighton, not thinking or don't looking at not another situation like ourselves to win the game. That is the ideal situation right now. So that is what we're going to try to do. And after we celebrate, or we will congratulate Liverpool.
And individually, this season it's been Raheem Sterling and Virgil van Dijk who've been celebrated the most. But how important has Bernardo Silva been to you, particularly given that you lost De Bruyne for virtually the whole season? He was probably your best player last season.
He was the best.
Has Bernardo been the difference, do you think?
He was the best. Not just in our team. But I don't vote.
And if, say, someone like Eden Hazard does move on this summer, do you think Bernardo is probably best placed to become like this country's?
Bernardo can play incredible well here and everywhere. Give me one team, he will play well there. So clever, smart, a nice guy, and he does everything good and well. So
He'd get in any team in the world.
by far.
Arilis from VG in Norway. Both Ajax and Barcelona are teams that are closely linked to you when it comes to the philosophy of football. How, in your opinion, is it possible to have a collapse like what we've seen in these two games this week? And are clubs with that type of playing style more vulnerable for that type of situation, do you think?
When opponent score in 95 minutes is vulnerable, when don't score in 95 minutes is not vulnerable. So teams arrive at semi-finals because they are incredible teams. So Barcelona play against incredible side like Liverpool, Anfield, you know exactly what it is. So when it's all the season, I think all the last 2 seasons is doing incredible. So what they have done is just thank you for an incredible spectacle for both sides, and Ajax hit incredible tournament, and they were 3-0, but Tottenham the same. They decide to play like he's a style more direct to Llorente, win all the duels because he's stronger than Blin and the lift, and the second balls when they are there, Song, Dele Alli, they can create chances. That they did it, and mentality. So from the beginning, all the season, Tottenham fought, and they how many points won in the last minutes. There's not once, not twice, no third. When it happened many times, it is something special. When it happened many times in Anfield, it's something special. In that level, but the people say, oh, we fell because the people have to look at the close, the other opponents, and the other opponents are incredible good in that level. So it just happened. But if you win, you are incredible good, and you lose for 1 second. 1 second. So you can judge it. I will not judge it in that way.
Okay, guys, remain Bravo, please, for 10:30.